this generation of natural language processing is just truly incredible to me. So this is where my passion lies. This is what I studied in school. This is one of the foundations upon which we built Order. Being able to rely on machines to understand, to summarize contracts, to help you realize things as simple as what the specs are, how we can compare like for like across an RFP, for example. It just allows us to do so much more, and it allows us to focus our efforts. And I mean us as procurement professionals, not necessarily order or software builders, but focus our efforts on the real points of leverage throughout the procurement process. So I think about specifically some of the ways Order does this. And, we've developed our multimodal model that we can take some of the images that, as Alex has explained, we scrape from our suppliers, whether that's websites or it's catalogs, it's emails, it's PDFs they send. We can take all of this visual data and then combine it with text data, which comes from the same sources. It's catalogs, it's websites, it's contracts. And then we can combine that with our user information, see their preferences, how they interact with some of the recommendations to just serve up procurement options that feel like magic. And that leads into kind of the second piece I'm most excited about in AI and automation, which is the predictive capabilities. So, I remember our first models, which were linear models, and then we kind of advanced a bit more and we started with some ensemble models. And now we have these concepts that are so much more advanced, that are combining inputs from everywhere, and they're doing a level of prediction that can help us error correct further down the value chain. So one of the things, and sorry, Alex, I'm going to brag on you and your team's behalf here, that I think is just almost magic, if not crossing the line into magic, is even when suppliers say, well, this is our SLA, it's going to arrive in 2 to 3 business days, we can now take not only information that we've seen from past orders or information publicly available from the supplier, but we can also take some non-public information that we're able to access through working with these suppliers to understand, well, wait a second, the zip code that's shipping to, while technically in the 2-day delivery window, has only arrived there in 2 days about 8% of the time. And we can proactively notify users. And if they give us the autonomy to do so, change the supplier from whom we purchase the product to make sure it hits their delivery window at the same price or better. So it really has become incredible, where it's getting harder and harder to make mistakes. And, no one really wants to purchase something that arrives late, arrives damaged. No one wants to make a mistake, but they happen, right? There are just some things that are beyond your control. Being able to proactively predict when that's most likely to happen and offer contingencies is just something I think was okay before this current generation of AI, and now has become just amazing.